It's important that we share what God has done in our lives with others. It's our testimony. We testify the things that we know that God has done to us. And as we do so, it encourages others, especially pass it down to the next generation, because they need to know how faithful God has been to you so they can trust God for themselves as they grow, and they can carry on the torch one generation to the next, children of God. I'm Craig Fritchley, pastor of Calvary Apostolic Tabernacle, with today's devotional. And Joel tells us that we need to tell those stories. He says, has anything happened like this in your days or in the days of your fathers? He said, let all the inhabitants of the land know to listen, because we need to share that information. Verse 3 says, tell your sons about it, and let your sons tell their sons, and their sons the next generation. He said, pass it on. Don't keep it to yourself. Too many times we just share the negative things. We complain. We try to commiserate about what's going on. We try to figure out how to handle the problems that we have, and we leave out the good parts. But God wants us to have a thankful heart, and He also wants us to share with the next generation what God has done for us. That doesn't mean we ignore the hard things, but we tell others, yes, this was difficult, but look what God did. Yes, I didn't know how I was going to get out of that, but God made a way. We didn't know how we're going to pay those bills, but then God provided. And when you're faithful to God, God takes care of you. Pass it down to your sons, and then to the grandsons, and then to the great-grandsons, that every generation knows the story of what God has done for you. Be sure to take time to share it. In this age of telephones with video, phone recorders, all the different things we have, it really is important that we share information with others. So if you've got a grandpa still alive, get your phone out and record some of his stories. Ask him what God did way back then, how God helped him 20 years ago. And remember to share the good stories, because we need to tell the kids about how great our God is. And we need to remember them from ourselves, so that when we're going through the next trial, we can look back and say, hey, God was faithful back then. I know He's going to be faithful right now. Have a wonderful day. We hope you share these devotionals with others, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.